Okay, guys. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Lauren Yarbrough, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador in Frisco, Texas. And I am just so excited to welcome everybody tonight from all across the U.S. and from our neighbors in Canada. I am just tickled pink, literally, to have you guys here. And it's been a few years since I've been in French class, but I know that with the addition of our Canadian ambassadors, we have started releasing all of our stuff in English and in French. So I want to say not only welcome, but bienvenue. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we have some exciting things planned for you. I personally have been with Plexus for about 4.5 years, and when you think about the most skeptical person to ever join, that was probably me. I'm a health net. I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a personal trainer. I am the person that stands in the grocery store aisles and reads the back of the food labels to see what's actually in them. And so, you know, when I came across these products, I thought there's just no way. It's too good to be true. There's got to be something bad in there. And I actually looked into it so that I could tell a friend of mine to stop using the products. Lo and behold, I found out how amazing they were, the integrity of the ingredients, the effectiveness of the ingredients and the products, and started looking into them for myself. And I'm so thankful that I did, because in just 60 days, I was able to overcome multiple symptoms of hormonal issues that I have, and ended up turning what I thought was going to be a 60-day product use that I was going to use the refund and get all my money back into a full-fledged business. What started out as just sharing with some friends because I had belief in the product ended up becoming a 6-figure business for me and my family that has completely changed the legacy, the direction, and the future for our family. And so that is the opportunity that is available to you in Canada as of right now. And we are thrilled to bring you just the real stories of people who have said yes to this opportunity of a lifetime. So I know that you may be listening to this and thinking, I'm glad it happened for her. I'm glad it happened for those other people, but I'm not like that. I think that you're going to find that maybe you are like that. I'm just a mom. I have an 11-year-old daughter. I've never worked in marketing or sales. I'm a former reading teacher. I hadn't even been working for the past 10 years before I found Plexus. And, you know, if I can do it, anyone can. I think that if you have a dream in your heart of what you want your life to look like, whether that's better health for you or your family, maybe just finally feeling good in the skin that you're in, or maybe it is establishing financial future for your family, or living those big dreams of doing big things in this world, I think that you're going to find that Plexus is the road that's going to get you there. So I am super excited to introduce our very first guest, Canada's own. She is a Ruby ambassador out of Calgary, and this lady is a firecracker. She has an amazing health testimony, an incredible business testimony, and so she is going to talk a little bit about that. Please help me introduce Monique Brown. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lauren. I am so excited to be on this opportunity call tonight, and I am super excited that Plexus has finally launched in Canada. So like Lauren said, I am a Ruby ambassador, but my background is actually pharmacy, and my passion is health and wellness. So when I started Plexus a few years ago, I honestly started as a skeptic, as probably the majority of us have. I was watching my girlfriend post on Facebook about having more energy and better sleep and weight loss. And quite honestly, I was desiring all 3 of those. I was going through one of the most stressful times in my life. And I ordered, my original Plexus order was for weight loss. But, and while I was taking the products, I was following the team pages. I was on some Plexus testimonial sites. I was watching YouTube videos, and my mom was going through her cancer journey, and I was doing a ton of natural health reading. And so much of what I was reading was talking about the importance of gut health and how it influences all of our health. And then I was also learning about the importance of lowering inflammation and blood sugar regulation and how this affects healing our body, getting to the root cause of disease, and disease prevention. So, all of a sudden the products actually started to work for me. I started sleeping for the first time in years, like amazing sleep. That is one of my favorite testimonials. And then, having more energy, better mental clarity, and weight loss. I've lost a significant amount of weight in my first year. And, now a couple of years later, I have maintained that weight loss, which is something that never happened for me before. When I started Plexus, I was never, ever, ever going to do this business because I had tried network marketing about 15 years ago and I had a very negative experience. I worked very hard to make very little money, and that totally turned me off of the industry. But I started learning about Plexus and realizing that it was different. And in 2015, I became an empty nester. And fortunately, I was blessed. I had been able to stay home with my kids for quite a few years. And it was time for me to go back to work. But I didn't want just any job. I wanted a job where I could be my own boss. I wanted allowed for time freedom because my husband works really hard. And I wanted to have the flexibility to be able to leave if he did have some time off. I wanted a job where I could make a difference in people's lives. My pharmacy job did enable me to do that, and that was important to me for job satisfaction. I wanted one that paid as well or better than pharmacy, and one that allowed me to dream big. So I finally had this aha moment, and I cry when I say this, but that God put Plexus in front of me for a reason, and it was about so much more than my own health journey. And I can say that I truly found the job of my dreams with Plexus. One of my favorite aspects of being a Plexus ambassador is the culture of the company, the one Plexus culture, and the friendships that I have made with the most amazing, positive, like-minded people. The ladies that are speaking tonight, we aren't all on the same team, but we support each other. We are sideline sisters, and we learn from each other. And I so much appreciate that. I also love the fact that I have had the opportunity to travel. I have earned trips to Orlando, Dallas, Scottsdale, and got to go to Vegas a few times for convention. So I started for the products, and that will always be my passion. As a pharmacist, seeing people get off of their medications, to lose weight, to feel better, to have a sparkle in their eye, to have health and happiness for the first time in years, to lose pain, inflammation. This is a huge part of why I Plexus. Focusing on disease prevention has become my passion, and seeing all of the other healthcare professionals involved with Plexus has really reaffirmed my belief in these products. So I just want to end with, in 2008, Plexus launched an amazing network marketing company with amazing products and a compensation plan unlike no other in the industry that it rewards its ambassadors very generously. We have a proven company going on its 10th year in business, and we just officially launched in Canada last week, and we are already in Australia and New Zealand too, and we are going worldwide. There are thousands of testimonials that have changed people's lives, whether that be for health or finances. So if you or someone you know are looking for better health and or a financial opportunity, Plexus could be exactly what you are looking for. There are currently only 4,000 Plexus ambassadors in Canada, in a country of about 37 million people. So this is a ground floor opportunity. I know that we are all in the right place at the right time. So I just invite you to reach out to the person that invited you to this call tonight. They truly care about you. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Oh, Monique, thank you. Oh my gosh, I got chills like 3 different times because I just like, if we were in church, I'd be like standing up and going, yes, preach. And just to hear those numbers, I hadn't heard those numbers, 4,000 ambassadors. And those are the cool thing about our business is that just means that they're getting wholesale pricing on their products. It doesn't even necessarily mean that they are actively sharing the products or the company. It just means that they're getting wholesale pricing. And in a country of 37 million people, plus their contacts in the US, plus their contacts in Australia and New Zealand, whoa. Whoa, that's some pretty good numbers there. That's really exciting. And Monique, you have done an amazing job, just being able to get the products from the United States and being kind of a ambassador in the way that you were before the full launch. Even doing that, you have been able to build an amazing team and really have some financial significance in your life. And one of your team members wants to share their health testimony tonight. And that is so exciting. I cannot wait to hear. So will you please introduce her and let us know who that is?
Yes, I would like to introduce my friend Laura Fraze. She is from Saskatchewan, and she has been on the products for a year and a bit, right, Laura?
Yes. Yes, actually about a year. It was in December, sorry.
Yes. So I am very, very excited for Laura to share your testimonial tonight. Thank you so much for doing this, Laura.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Monique. Sorry, I got a little emotional there. It's funny how that creeps up on you. As I said, I started a year ago in December. Actually, my husband and I both did. And it's kind of funny how we got into this because we went through some pretty dramatic times in 2015. Just give me a second. My husband had a minor stroke in March. We farmed together. We've been doing it for, I don't know how many years, a lot of years. And because of this minor stroke, it wasn't debilitating, thank goodness, but it did enough that we had to quit farming. We had to rent out our land. We had an auction sale, sold our whole line of equipment. We're still on the farm, thankfully. That part we kept. We got to stay where we are, which was very, very good. But needless to say, it was a lot that happened. And before we both realized it, it had come down on us and just kind of hit us like a ton truck in September of that year, pretty much. I went into a very severe anxiety, depressive state. Struggled with that immensely. Rudy had some of the same, the anxiety, not so much the depression, but anxiety and just feelings of almost claustrophobia, just really terrible feelings in that way. So kind of struggled with that. I went to my doctor. Thankfully, one thing she said to me, she did not want to put me on antidepressants if it was at all possible, or anti-anxiety meds. So I gained a whole lot more respect for her actually in that moment, because I'm not one to go on a lot of meds. I know they're there for a reason. I prefer not to have to take a whole lot of pharmaceuticals if you can all avoid it. And so her saying that to me, that she would like me to try other ways, was really meant a lot. So I did, I'm very much into yoga, holistic kinds of things that way. So I did everything I could, meditation. In those times when I was at my worst, I have to say, when I would sit down to do a meditation, that was the only time I was calm. It was the only time that I could kind of totally let go and just feel a sense of calmness. And so it was that bad. I was kind of just flying for months and months and months. So anyway, I saw Monique is from our hometown, of course, and so I was kind of watching her posts about these supplements, this company she had gotten with, and it got me interested. The biggest thing, I think I probably started watching her post about June or so. It took until December until we got started, and I know lots of people have that same experience. But the big reason that we really decided to try, it wasn't even me with my anxiety depression. It was more for Rudy because he was having such trouble sleeping. It was horrible. He would go nights where he wouldn't get an hour of sleep. And one of Monique's big improvements, as she said, was her sleep. And so I just kept reading some of these posts to Rudy. He's not a computer guy, but I kept saying, well, you know, Monique had this on, Monique was saying this. And finally one day he just said, you know what, maybe we should try it. He said, what do we got to lose? And that's kind of exactly where it started. I said, well, and if you're going to start it, I will too. Maybe I will get some relief from some of the things I've been going through. And that started in December, and we have been going ever since. He had some very rough times. I shouldn't say very rough. He had some of the times of the detox where, you know, the bloating, the not feeling well, the blah, blah, blah. And a couple times I said to him, you know what? You can quit if you want. Nobody's forcing you to do this. But he never, ever, ever did. He stayed as consistent as I did. And it's our kind of our funny little thing is he gets up in the mornings usually before I do. He's got my little pink drink packet sitting out for me, ready to go. He's already had his, but mine's sitting there for me. So that says a lot. And talking about skeptics too, yes, he was one of the biggest. He just thought, I'll try it, doubt if it's going to work, but here we are just about a year and a half later, and both still on it. Another thing I want to say, yes, that it completely cured my anxiety and depression. And I know that had to be the clincher, because everything else I was doing up until that point, I would get a little relief here, a little relief there. But once I had been on the products for, I will say, probably 5 months is when I started noticing the real big differences. Some of them came sooner, of course, like everyone, the reduced sugar cravings. I was always a good sleeper, so that wasn't a big thing for me, but the sugar was definitely a thing. I always say my jujube craze was finally killed, so that was a good thing. But yes, the anxiety, depression finally subsided to a point where I really say I'm anxiety and depressive free. So that is big for me. One more thing with Rudy too. He has always been one who's had the sensitive stomach, has been on Nexium had been on Nexium for probably about 20 years. And off and on, spring and fall, of course, was worse when we were into our heavy, stressful times of farming. And he, as of last August, is Nexium free, has not taken one. And that is worth applauding Monique for sure. Because I know his chiropractor had told him for years, you've got to get off of that stuff. It is so hard on your bones, on your joints. And I think he's actually dealing with some of those repercussions because of having been on it for so long. But now that he's off, it's just amazing. That is one of the biggest triumphs as well. So. And here we are to this day. Never, ever thought I was going to share with others. I told Monique right away, I'm going to get into this. Rudy and I want to try it. If it works, great, but don't expect me to do anything further. But I just could not help but share. After experiencing what we have, it just became natural just to talk about it and just to say what it's done for us. And it's just become a little snowball that keeps growing and growing. And I intend to keep sharing. I'm not going to quit. So that's pretty much my story.
Oh, I love that, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, just the quality of life that you and your husband have regained, that alone is priceless. And I love that you are now turning it around and you're paying it forward and you're helping other people. And that is what Plexus is all about. Our president, Alec Clark, he has a saying that says, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And I think that that means so much more than just financial blessings. I think that that means in the Plexus world that sometimes we have been blessed by these products. We have a new quality of life. And so we pass that on. We bless others with that knowledge that we have, that these products truly can give you that lifestyle and that health that you kind of didn't think was possible. I mean, you said that he had lived with a sensitive stomach for 20 years. He thought that was his fate in life. And I know that I felt the same exact way about a lot of my hormonal issues, that was just my lot in life and that's how it was going to be. And to find something that gives you that hope of a different future is just, I know, it gets you emotional. It totally does. And I fully agree with you. So thank you so much for sharing. And,
Thank you.
to me, the people in this company are just one of the biggest treasures. I'm meeting Laura tonight for the first time, and I adore her. I adore her story, and I can't wait to meet her at a Plexus event and see her online. Yay! And, and I love Monique. And I mean, Monique lives states and countries away from me. And I would never have met Monique if it wasn't for Plexus. And to me, bringing together these like-minded people who are in it for health, who are in it for helping others, who are in it for paying it forward and for dreaming big and doing big things with their life, bringing those people together is just an amazing thing, And our next speaker is somebody who literally I probably would have never met had it have been for Plexus. And she is on my team. She is a personally sponsored ambassador of mine. She's actually, funny enough, she's my husband's college roommate's wife. And just like Laura, she was scrolling through Facebook on her husband's Facebook account. And I had tagged my husband in a couple of things, and she saw it. And something in her said, I need to check into that. And so I got a random message from this girl down near Houston in Texas that I'd never heard from before. And she said, you don't know me, but I am John Howell's wife, and John and Mark were roommates at Texas Tech. Who would have known that this person who randomly messaged me would become one of my dearest friends, one of my business building rock star buddies, that we talk, we dream, we plan, we do all kinds of things together. Somebody who I get to just hang out and mix business with pleasure, which is awesome. And just becomes such an inspiration to me. So I am thrilled to get to introduce one of my dearest friends, Heather Howell, and she has an incredible story of health that transformed into passion, which transformed into purpose. And I can't wait for her to tell you all about that. So Heather, hopefully you're on. And
hello. Okay. Everybody can hear me? Thumbs up. All right. Yes, as Lauren, thank you for the great introduction. I am Heather Howell. I live outside the Houston area. And I'm looking at the chats coming up. I just got distracted because that's the next speaker. She's on my team as well. That's Sharon. I'll introduce her in just a minute. Yes, Lauren told the story a little bit. I was just scrolling through Facebook and saw Lauren's post where she had tagged Mark and my husband were friends. And I was actually looking for just starting the new year, 2016, trying to lose a little bit of baby weight because I had my third child at age 38. And I was ready to lose the last 15, 20 pounds from her. My husband wanted to get healthy for the new year. And I thought, we need something to help us. So that's the reason why I reached out to Lauren. I had no idea that it was going to turn into something so much bigger than just a weight loss journey. To keep it story short, I had been reading and researching a lot about gut health at the time. And I was tired of being sick and tired all the time. My immune system was pretty shot. There was a series of different illnesses I'd had and a lot of medication. I had a very low immune response, and I was always sick with sinus infections. My allergies were really, really, really bad, which ended up in a sinus infection, ended up bronchitis, ended up with pneumonia. And usually about 6 months out of the 12 months of a year, I would end up on antibiotics and steroids, and it was just a constant rotation. I had lived overseas, and we had moved back. I had my third child, and I thought to myself, this is all about probably just having the third one, being older and being pregnant. Turned out it all had to do with something called leaky gut or gut health. And when your body gets out of balance, that good bacteria and bad bacteria gets out of balance, it leads to all sorts of other things. It leads to brain fog. It leads to everybody's talking about their sleep. It leads to sleep issues. It leads to anxiety. We just heard a testimony on anxiety. It leads to allergies and sinus issues and skin issues and hormone issues and insulin issues. And it just goes on and on. And a lot of times it turns into a full-blown autoimmune disease. And so gut health really is, 70% of our immune system is housed in our gut. 90% of our serotonin levels are housed in our gut. That's where the anxiety issues come from. It is our second brain. And so with that said, I experienced amazing health transformations. I also had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which was all another symptom of bad gut health. It has completely turned my IBS around. I have not been sick in almost 2 years. It's crazy. And I was a huge skeptic on this piece. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Just give me that slim drink because I need to lose some weight. Right. And so, but I took all the other stuff that Lauren recommended, because when she listened to my story, she said, girl, you got the other things going on besides just weight issues. I took all those things very consistently and fell in love with the products because we felt so good on them. My husband is also on the products. Just like Laura was saying that she has her husband and they have their own, both of them have their own individual testimonies. He's got his own, he had suffered from migraines, and he is migraine free at this point. He's not having a migraine. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 small headaches last year, and he used to have 1 to 2 debilitating migraines a month. His blood sugar issues are very much in control. He was pre-diabetic before he started Plexus, and his cholesterol numbers have come down. He's also too lost weight. We both just love the products. I could keep going on and on about our health testimony, but enough said. That has turned into a passion of mine. My background is not in health and wellness. My background was in the petroleum industry, believe it or not, kind of antithesis of health and wellness. And that is actually where I met Sharon, who's going to be the next speaker. We were down in Argentina as expats, living for 3 years. And with my husband's job. And at that point, I was not actually working in the petroleum industry. I was at home with my babies, but I did for about 8 years. I have an industrial engineering background. So as you can see, it's nothing to do with health and wellness, but I've become a health and wellness junkie because I love the stories. You're hearing the stories over and over and over again. And you just get addicted to them, right? And the next thing you know, you're telling everybody about these products, and then you're studying up on nutrition that supports that, and you're studying up on how exercise fits into that, and rest and relationships and mindset and all sorts of things. And so now I'm studying to be a certified holistic health coach. I'm 6 months into a 1-year program from the Integrative School of Nutrition out of New York. It's the largest nutrition school. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's turned into a passion of mine. I now have a growing business of just being sharing the health and happiness that we have discovered. And in all that, I did a lot of Facebook posting because I'm so passionate about it. I just vomited it out to the world. And in all that, Sharon Harapiak, who is from the Calgary area, is about to tell her story. She, being friends with me on Facebook through our years of living in Argentina together, and I'm not going to tell too much of the story because it's a really funny story, picked up some of my posts, and from there she decided to try the products, and she has an amazing story as well. And I could tell of countless hundreds of stories like that. Now on my own team, being a Ruby ambassador with Plexus, never meant to be here, but some of my dearest friends are doing this business with me, and we love it. I've had people that have had autoimmune diseases that have had things reversed, and hormone issues, just like Lauren was talking about. I've had people with lactose intolerance, and now they can eat dairy. And, you know, you celebrate people with anxiety issues. I mean, it has just been an amazing journey, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Without any more of my story, I'm going to turn it over. Lauren, do I need to go back to you, or do I need to go on to, okay, so I'm going to go straight to Sharon. Sharon Harapiak is one of my dear friends. We were neighbors in Argentina with each other, and I won't take any more of her story from her. I'll let her tell it herself. So Sharon, it's all yours. Tell them what you got, sister. Is she on still?
Oh, wait.
I think you were muted, Sharon, but you're unmuted now. You're good.
Can you hear me? Okay. So my story is that I was seeing Heather's posts. Can you see me? Can you hear me? You froze.
Yes, we can definitely hear you, Sharon. The video's not coming up just yet, but I'm sure it will. So just continue on. You're fine.
Okay. I was watching Heather's posts, and I got to the point where it was May long weekend of last year, and her posts were starting to annoy me. It was either delete Heather or try this crazy stuff that she had been talking about. And what happened was I came to my condo in Kelowna and tried on my bathing suit that I had that I'd purchased the previous summer, and I nearly cried. If my husband wouldn't have been here with me, I would have been bawling. And so I ordered it that weekend. And then, so I got the products and I started trying them, and I'm thinking, this bio cleanse is not really doing it for me. And then I actually met with Monique, and she convinced me to continue on with the bio cleanse. And I have since lost 10 pounds, kept it off. I'd like to lose a little bit more, but not a ton. And sleep for me was a big issue, you know, being in my 50s, and I was waking up from 2 to 4, and I tell you, it was the game changer, really. And so then I just kept with it, and I've slowly I haven't been doing too much posting because my kids are kind of, you know, they're in their 20s and they're on my back a little. Oh, Mom, you're not really getting into this, are you? So I've just started doing what I need to do, and I've got a few friends that have joined. Some have already fallen off because they haven't been consistent. The other day, I actually told some people in Banana Republic, and both of them want to order. So, I mean, you just have to be passionate about it and just go with it, and you know it works. So if it works for you, it has to work for other people too, right? So that's my story. And yeah, if it wasn't for Heather being a total, as she said, about it, then that was my thing, because I was like, okay, girl, really, seriously, it can't be that great. And yeah, so it actually has. I mean, I'm lucky because I didn't have a lot of health issues, but the things that I needed help with, it's helped. It's fixed.
I love that, Sharon. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love your spirit and your energy. And it's funny because I know your story from an outsider's view, because I'd hear Heather talking about how you were doing, and where you were in your journey and all of this. And so I'm just so thankful that you did stay consistent with it, because health is a funny thing. And it's not, if you find something that's a quick fix, it's probably not the right fix. And it does take consistency, and sometimes it does take a little bit of patience. But the fact that you're seeing weight loss, better sleep, all of this well into your 50s, when that is a challenge. That is a true challenge to do. I mean, that just speaks volumes. So I'm so thankful that you shared with us, and I'm just so thankful that you continued on and that you're now sharing with others. I think that's so exciting for you. So thank you so much. Heather is going to jump back on, and she's going to tell us a little bit about these special combos that are available to new ambassadors when they sign up. We have a few different ways to purchase our products. There's the customer side, which there's a way to get a discount on that. But really the best way is as an ambassador, because you're going to get a combo to start your ambassador journey that is well below wholesale price. And then after that, you'll continue to get wholesale pricing. So she's going to explain a little bit about that and just what awesome, awesome products are available in Canada right now. Heather, take it away.
All right. Okay, so we have 4 awesome combos that are available in Canada right now. They all have the basis of our Slim, which is our flagship product. It is a blood sugar balancing, anti-inflammatory. It's got tons of antioxidants. The pink color, we also call it the pink drink, is also from beetroot, which is a very strong antioxidant. It also has a prebiotic fiber in it, which helps seed the good gut bacteria in your gut. So it helps with all that gut health, right? So every one of our combos have this as the foundation, the Slim. And you drink one of these little packets a day and you put it in water, and it's really, really easy. You'll have everybody talk about having your pink drink. Cheers. And they come in little packets like this. The other thing that is another staple or a foundation to our all of our combos in Canada is BioCleanse. You heard Sharon speak about BioCleanse and struggling with staying with it and trying to be consistent, because you have to kind of build up on this product. It's not a true cleanse. It's really what I would like to call bioregularity. For somebody that has IBS, this is a game changer. Game changer. It's a magnesium supplement, but it's also with bioflavonoids and vitamin C, and that makes it a very gentle magnesium. So it's not like the magnesium like you would take for like a colonoscopy or something. You're not going to be running to the bathroom. It's just a gentle cleanse. It works really well at cleansing out the gut and just flushing your toxins out. It oxygenates the blood, which boosts the immune system. So all of our combos in the United States, in Canada, have these 2 products as their staples. And then they kind of change out the third product on the combos. So the first one is X Factor or X Factor Plus. I'm sorry, hang on just a minute. I went into, can you guys see me? Okay, my battery's getting low on my phone. So and this is what they call the support. This plus the BioCleanse was a Slim. It's called the Support Combo. And X Factor Plus is our multivitamin. But it is not your normal multivitamin. I can promise you that. It is crazy. 19 essential minerals and vitamins. It has polyphenols in it. I have patent pending on it right now because the polyphenols are plant proteins that actually support good gut health. And so it is the only vitamin out there right now that actually supports gut health. That's why it has a patent pending on it. It has all your complex Bs, your Ds, your Es, your Ks, and you will feel instant energy from this little product. It is an immune boosting powerhouse. It's probably one of my favorites. So you put those 3 together and you get your support combo. If you want to move on, there's another combo called Balance. And this introduces our Vital Biome, which is our probiotic. It has 20 billion colonizing forming units in it, 8 different probiotic strains, and has clinical studies in it to improve anxiety and mood. So it's going to help reseed the good gut bacteria in your gut. Awesome product. So then like I said, keeping that same basis of BioCleanse and Slim together, the next combo is what we call the Lifestyle. Lifestyle, I have to do my cheat sheet here because I'm still trying to learn the new combos. Lifestyle combo, and this introduces Ease. This is a great combo for those that have inflammation issues, that have chronic pain or joint issues, because Ease is for comfort. It's for helping with people that have discomfort. It's made with green lipid sea mussels. All our products are non-GMO, plant-based, no artificial colors, no artificial sugars, all made with very natural ingredients. But the green lipid sea mussels in here, the little neat fact about that is they did a study of a indigenous tribe in New Zealand and discovered they didn't have any problems with arthritis. It turns out their diet was very high in green lipid sea mussels. That is what is in Ease, and it's got turmeric in it, or turmeric, however you want to say it, and it's just a great product for reducing inflammation and joint pain. Then moving on, you have Slim. Okay, so BioCleanse actually is not in the next combo, our last combo. It's Block. You have Block, which is for you carbs and sugar junkies, all right? This helps reduce your 48% of your carbs and sugars from metabolizing. And so it's great for weight loss, but it's comboed with the Slim, and then it's comboed with our protein powder, our protein shakes. You can get it in vanilla or you can get it in chocolate. This is a great combo for people that want to build muscle, lean down, just slim down, very active lifestyles, or if you have carbs or sugar problems. Gut health is going to help with your carbs and sugar cravings, though. And blood sugar balancing. This little tool right here is what you want for helping with sugar cravings, and also balancing that gut health, because your bad yeast or your bad candida or gut bacteria feeds off of sugar. It loves sugar. That's why the more sugar you eat, the more sugar you want, right? So those are our 4 combos. They're amazing combos. It's really actually hard to figure out where to get started, because because I'm like, oh, well, I really want these 3, and I want this one too, and I want that one too. So you can always do a combo pack and then add on from there, or you can swap things out and try different things the second or the third month. We always recommend that you stay very consistent with the products. You drink lots and lots of water, because your body's flushing out toxins. That Slim really detoxes at the cellular level. So you want to flush all those toxins out, and stay very consistent for a good 90 days at least on the products. But we do have a 60-day money back guarantee. So what do you got to lose, right? I mean, if you decide you don't like the products, which I can't imagine you would do, that would happen, you can always send it back and get a full refund, and no questions asked. So there you go. That's what we have. That's our products. We also have a couple of other products you can order a la carte. There's Edge, which is great for focus and energy, natural focus. It's not a big high energy soar and then a crash. It's a very subtle. It's a very soft product. I really like it. 1 capsule a day. It's great for people that have teachers and nurses. Love Edge. They definitely love Edge. We have the Plexus body cream, which is fantastic. And then I think we have a 7-day trial pack if you just wanted to try the Slim for 7 days, see how you like it, how it tastes. You can have that as an option too. So there you go, Lauren.
Thank you so much. You just have such amazing product knowledge. You are the perfect person to explain all of those. Thank you. And I'm with you. Every time I look at one of those combos, I'm like, man, well, that one's good, and that one's good, and that one's good. And so I love how you said, try one, and then you can switch it out to another one the next month and try some different things, which is just a great plan. That's awesome. And I think you can see how these are the right products and the right company and the right opportunity at the right time. North America is struggling with a health crisis. We are struggling with a financial crisis. Just too many bills and not enough cash flow, right? I'm sure every single one of you that is listening to this knows somebody who struggles with weight, who struggles with sleep, who struggles with health, who struggles with finances, who struggles with having to do, the full-time work but wanting to be at home more or with their family more or do the things that they love more. I'm sure every single one of you knows somebody like that. And so that's why this opportunity is wide open for Canada, because like Monique said, 4,000 people in a country of 37 million. That is incredible numbers and totally on your side. This is a golden opportunity for you. And we understand that it might take you some time to decide and that you might need more information. And that's why we have created a very special information-based group just for you. It's exclusive. And so hopefully the person that invited you to this opportunity event has added you to that group. There's already some company information, some product information, there is financial information in there, and you're about to see a whole bunch more stories, because really our company is founded on the stories of people's testimonials with the products. We are based on that, and you've heard every single person just talk about how much they love that and they love hearing other people's stories. So we want to share more of those with you. So be sure to get into that group. Click get all notifications. Facebook's a little bit funny these days, and so you really have to kind of tell it what you want to see. But we will have more information in there. We'll have more giveaways in there. There's already one giveaway opportunity. And I want to let you know there's also some big specials going on right now. Talk to the person that invited you, because they have some personal specials going on. There's some free signups. They might have some other giveaways or specials that they're offering. So please get back with them and make your decision soon, because why wait another day to feel awesome and start living that future that you've only dreamed of? Why wait? I know that every single person that's talked tonight has said if we could go back and do one thing different, we would start sooner. And you know, on that note, I'm going to let you go. Make that decision. We're going to stick around after this just for some question and answer. If you have any questions for us, feel free to ask. We're an open book. But we thank you so much for your time, and just wish you all the best in Canada. Go Plexus and go Canada.